For centuries, unicorns have captivated the human imagination. These mythical creatures, often depicted as horse-like beings with a single spiraling horn, symbolize purity, grace, and magic. But how did the legend of the unicorn begin? And why do these creatures continue to enchant us today? Let's delve into the fascinating history, cultural significance, and enduring mystique of unicorns. The earliest known accounts of unicorns trace back to ancient civilizations. The first mentions appear in Mesopotamian artwork and texts, where they were depicted as powerful and noble creatures. However, the term unicorn became more widely recognized through the writings of Greek historian Ctesias in the 4th century BCE. He described a wild ass from India, resembling a horse with a single horn on its forehead, capable of great speed and possessing mystical properties. Ctesias' description blended fact and fantasy, possibly inspired by real animals like the Indian rhinoceros. Over time, these accounts evolved, transforming unicorns from natural creatures into mystical symbols. During the medieval period, unicorns took on a more spiritual role, particularly in Christian symbolism. They were often seen as representations of Christ, pure, sacrificial, and unattainable by ordinary means. This association stemmed from medieval interpretations of the Bible, where some passages were thought to reference unicorns. For instance, the King James Bible's translation of Psalm 92 verse 10 states, "But my horn shalt thou exalt like the horn of a unicorn." Unicorns became prominent in medieval art, appearing in tapestries, paintings, and manuscripts. The famous Hunt of the Unicorn tapestries, now housed at the cloisters in New York, depict a series of scenes where a unicorn is pursued, captured, and ultimately resurrected, symbolizing the passion of Christ. Unicorns are not exclusive to Western mythology. In Chinese culture, the qilin is a similar creature often likened to the unicorn. Described as a deer-like being with a single horn, the qilin is a harbinger of good fortune and a symbol of prosperity. Unlike the Western unicorn, which is elusive and wild, the qilin is gentle and appears during auspicious events, such as the birth of a great leader. In Hindu mythology, references to one-horned creatures are found in ancient texts like the Mahabharata, where they are associated with divine strength and purity. Across cultures, the unicorn's single horn has often been interpreted as a symbol of unity, spiritual focus, and the divine. In medieval Europe, unicorn horns, known as alicorns, were believed to possess miraculous healing properties. Powdered alicorns were said to neutralize poisons, cure diseases, and purify water. Royals and nobility would pay exorbitant prices for what they believed were genuine unicorn horns, which were often narwhal tusks sold by traders from Scandinavia. This belief in the medicinal power of unicorn horns persisted well into the Renaissance. Apothecaries would grind these horns into powders for their wealthy clientele, further cementing the unicorn's legendary status. During the Renaissance, unicorns shifted from religious symbols to more secular representations of beauty and wonder. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci sketched unicorns, imbuing them with an air of elegance and mystery. Literature of the period often featured unicorns as magical creatures, appearing in tales of chivalry and romance. As scientific understanding grew, belief in the literal existence of unicorns waned. Yet, they remained beloved in art and literature, evolving into a symbol of fantasy and imagination. Today, unicorns are synonymous with whimsy and magic. They're a staple in children's books, films, and merchandise, representing a sense of wonder and the fantastical. From the pastel-colored unicorns in cartoons to the majestic creatures in fantasy novels, their image continues to evolve. The unicorn has also become a cultural phenomenon, symbolizing individuality and uniqueness. The phrase, "you're a unicorn," often refers to someone who is rare and extraordinary. While the unicorn as described in myths is purely fantastical, some scientists speculate that ancient sightings of real animals may have inspired these legends. The Elasmotherium, an extinct genus of giant rhinoceros, had a large single horn and roamed the Eurasian steppes thousands of years ago. Its existence may have fueled unicorn myths in ancient cultures. Additionally, the discovery of narwhals and their spiral tusks might have reinforced the idea of unicorns, blurring the lines between reality and imagination. Beyond their physical depiction, unicorns represent powerful archetypes in psychology and storytelling. They embody the pursuit of the unattainable, the longing for purity, and the enchantment of the unknown. In this sense, unicorns are not just creatures of myth but symbols of human aspiration and wonder. Unicorns have journeyed through history as symbols of purity, magic, and the extraordinary. From ancient texts to modern pop culture, their image has transformed yet remained captivating. Whether as religious icons, harbingers of good fortune, or whimsical figures in fairy tales, unicorns remind us of the enduring power of imagination. So the next time you see a unicorn in a storybook or on a glittery sticker, remember the rich tapestry of myths and legends that brought this mystical creature to life. Unicorns may not exist in the physical world, but their magic lives on in our hearts and stories, proving that some myths are timeless.